What is up? Risk takers! Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top grandmaster playing Risk Global Domination. And if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me, folks. We are working on our progressive world domination skills. So I had mapped out kind of the theory for how to build your skills in the game, from the mechanics to basic diplomacy with classic fix to how to play progressive with classic progressive. And this is lesson 4 in the ultimate guide, how to play Risk Global Domination, where we're going to be working on expanding our skills for world domination progressive, but into other maps. So the first thing you're going to want to look at when you look at another map is think of all of the settings as working in concert. Today, the only thing I'm going to change, the only thing I'm going to change from last time is I'm going to do progressive world dom on a different map, and that map will be Pangea. Pangea is one of my all-time favorite maps. It is the very first map that I reached the top 100 with, playing progressive world dom back in the day. I've taken a look at every single map in Risk and put them into a tier list for free-for-all progressive world dom, and this is the tier list. Pangea is notably at the very top. I have a playlist for all those if you want to go through them and see what reaches the S tier, the A tier, B, C, D, and what fails and why, and everything in between. But we're starting off with something I absolutely love, Pangea Progressive. All right, so we're spawning into a game of Pangea Progressive. It looks like 2 of our opponents did not ready up, so we're going to have 2 automated bots in the 3rd and 4th seat, green and the blue players. So this will be a lesson on how to play around the bots as well. So why is Pangea kind of the best? Well, first of all, this is, if you don't know what Pangea is a supercontinent that existed hundreds of millions of years ago, when the tectonic plates put most of the land masses on Earth contiguous with themselves, and the continents as you know them do still exist. We have Asia's +9, Oceania +2, Antarctica +2, Africa's 11, South America's 5, North America's 5, and Europe is +6, if you can hold it. And why is Pangea so good? Well, you can see it right here with what red is about to do. Red is going to add troops on the top right corner. I call the jackpot. Some call the noob corner. Players play. How did I know? How did I know he was going to do that? Players play beautifully, consistently on Pangea. Everyone's eyes go to the 3 territory +2 and the 2 territory +2. So there is +4 of bonuses on just one specific piece of the map. And noobs and bots are going to fight over that piece of the map, and I'm going to stay as far away from that as possible. Most maps have a noob corner. This one's noob corner tends to be more pronounced. So we do see the bot add to there. Bot's going to actually step out. Roll the black 2. Interesting. Looks like this black 7 is waiting to jump back in when and if. I'm playing as magenta in the ultimate seat, so I'm going to get the additional 3 troops. Players in seat 1, seat 2, seat 3 don't get any extra troops. Player in seat 4 gets 1. Seat 5 gets 2, seat 6 gets 3. So I'm going to start with 6 troops. The 3 I would normally get, plus 3 additional troops to help mitigate the disadvantage that is being later in the turn order. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to maintain 2 or 3 positions. I'm also going to want to avoid bonuses for Pangea. This looks good. This looks great. Could I have a 3rd position? Maybe I'll get to hold that one in the middle of Africa. That'll probably be my furthest east. Now, if the red player gets big there and starts expanding, that might be, the eastern position might be a problem. Black might come in, counteract. There's lots of things that could happen. I'm just going to want to try to stay out of trouble as much as I can and wait for the kills. So we're going to watch our opponents and see what they're doing. White puts there. We got an 8 stack. Looks like white's probably going to go for a bonus. Roll 73. Leaves it there. Okay, so maybe I can't add to that 3 and expect it to continue to exist. Maybe this is a safer place. Where do I take a card? All right, I'm going to put a single troop here. I'm going to put most of my troops there. And I'm going to get a card off the 4 in the corner. and then bring the 2 into it. So I like this top left corner. It looks like it's out of the way, but you can really jump back into the action real quick, or you can get around the bottom real quick. So Pangea is a nice size of map for progressive world dom. There's all sorts of factors that go into it that make it amazing, but what I want to talk through right now is everything I'm thinking. So does black move into Antarctica? Yeah, they do. So as I said, very consistent. We see players fighting over the same position, and black getting insane dice. Does red quit from that? Does red retaliate? How does red play it? What does red do? Do we see him add to the 2 and come back in? Do we see him get cowed into submission? Red is down to 17 troops. He's reeling. He's like, fuck, how do I deal with that? Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Black really stuck it in your pooper. But I betcha, if I know anything about how the bots like to play these settings, he does run away. The bots might break. So the way bots play, I lose a 2 though. My 2 there is collateral damage. Don't step up. Put the 2 down at least. Give us a little bit of breathing room between the 2 of each other. Doesn't fortify at all. He does step down. Thank you. Okay, so at least red. Let's get away with that. Green being on 12 territories means that green is going to have the extra troop. And do we see a break? No. So green is more of a taker than a breaker. The green's trying to take this Europe bonus. Okay, so that'll be a thorn in. Yes, it is a taker. Okay, so bot personalities. Different. Okay, first things first. The risk AI is terrible. The difference between the beginner, the expert, the medium AI, all that, they suck. They are the worst. The expert AI is awful. My tinfoil hat theory about the risk AI is that we as players don't actually want a good risk AI, because I believe that at a minimum skill level, 6 risk AIs of that level would be able to stalemate a game infinitely. The game of risk it kind of requires players to play suboptimally, depending on your definition of what suboptimal is, but suboptimally in order to advance game state. Sure. So I'm going to have to try and roll through a white 2 to get my 3 out. I will. I think I will. Then he'll have to fight with that bot for the Europe position. We get okay dice. Let's consolidate our material. I don't want the top corner. No, I want to have access. I don't want to bury a stack inside of myself. This is just a principle of progressive. You want to leave your troops open. So putting the 5 there would mean there would be no way for those troops to be mobile. Black does get to hold. They do get the additional +2 troops, but they don't greed out. They don't take a second bonus. That's unlikely. I was expecting them to immediately greed out for the second +2. So what we're seeing is, of our 4 opponents, we're seeing white trying to take a +6 of Europe, but being contested by a taker bot. There's all sorts of bot personalities. There's breaker, there's stacker, there's crazy aggro. I used to call it the rampage bot. The bot personalities can shift over the course of different turns, but because they tend to play terribly, knowing this, you can use them to your advantage. They're going to take stupid rolls, and you ideally don't want to have your troops in the way. So we see all 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the same bonus. Yeah, still taker behavior, and this is blocking white from being able to get that bonus. White has all of the green bot material trying to block him. Unfortunately, we're not seeing any breaker. Maybe we'll see this if that's what blue's interested in doing. Oh, I think it's going to hit green, though. It's not going to roll 65. It's roll 62. Sure. Yeah, so green and blue bot both have these like sort of blobs of area now. I'm going to consolidate my 3 into my 4 and go into a true 3 position play for Pangea. And that will be fine for turn 3. So what I'm trying to do, if you guys remember from your lesson from last week, because progressive cards increase, the first sequence is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, then up by 5, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So I'm on the 15 and the 45 trades, assuming no additional shenanigans occur. with the trading sequence. Almost for sure that there will be, because there's two bots and bots tend to trade early. This is a design flavor. I would argue a design flaw, that bots should hold on to their cards for as long as possible, to help one of the mechanical ways we could help discourage stalemates. But currently bots set on 3 if they have a set on 3, so they're 33% likely to set on 3, more than 66% likely to set on 4, and as normal players forced to trade on 5. So I have already tried to sort of eye my kill lines on the blue bot, or red player. Either way, looks good. My kill lines on red go this way, this way. Okay, red sets early. Second seat, not the end of the world. I guess red was feeling a little scared. What does he do with that 15? I hope I don't lose my piece of the board up. No, he's going to come all the way across the bottom and attack black. He's going to take his revenge slowly, isn't he? Or is he just hiding there in Alaska? Okay. 3 position play is fine. 2 position play could arguably work better. Have my 3 positions mapped. White is playing with fire because being inside of a bonus that a bot is taking might mean that the bot sets and slams your stack. Now, it doesn't have enough to hit a 10 stack yet. Operative word there is yet. Okay. Does blue trade? Blue hits green 2. This board is getting organized. I'm just the multi-positional play for progressive rule dom serves 2 basic functions. Function number 1 is defensive. It's harder for a player to kill you if you're in more places. So number 1 thing that's going to get you to lose the game is dying. So you want to avoid all of your opponents from being able to kill you. And then the second function is actually being able to make kills. So where you put your stacks should be lining up to potentially take kills when and if. This is white moving away into the corner. Okay, so nobody's contesting black. Everyone seems to be running away. Sure. Well, one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove black's 2 stack because black is getting strong, and I don't want him to have the material to be able to kill me. So we remove his access to one of my 3 positions. Now, he still has access realistically. Coming down off of there, coming down off of there, coming here, but picking off black exteriors is kind of a strategic play to help mitigate the value of him having that corner. In this case, black winning this noob corner puts him ahead into an early lead. Both the bots are on 4. Do I have a set? I do not have a set on 4. So red's going to try to take this +5, I bet. Maybe waits a bit. Maybe just sits on 15. Okay, sits on 15 is fine. I'm worried I'm going to get set and slammed. Does green trade? Yes, they take the 8. So green's going to take Europe here. Okay. Starting to look not so good for me. So it's a bit unlucky to be in the last seat. It's a bit unlucky to miss a set on 4. Those 2 things simultaneously might make me the fish. So you really want to avoid becoming the fish on these settings. And blue also goes to 5. I won't be able to pay that off because I'm at the end of the sequence. Won't be able to get the blue kill before they're forced to trade. But luckily, a black exterior is removed. Okay, great. So I'm going to remove the final black exterior up at the top. And that will hopefully allow me to continue to exist in this game for a while longer yet. I don't want white to kill me, though. Maybe white removes the black one here. I bet you they do. None of my opponents appear to be playing any sort of fast or scary, and they're all setting early. Does this go into black? No. What's he setting early to do? Is he going to target someone? Going to target me? No. Hope not. Could be, though. I'm worried that he's going to hit my stuff up there. Okay, white doesn't seem to have any sort of real plan behind what they're doing. Okay. Okay. Well, blue's going to set. That's going to be a problem. I'm worried about my stacks now. I'm going to move this 8 around. Being forced to trade less isn't ideal, but the game hasn't heated up yet, so everyone seems to just be jockeying for position. So white moves this way, red moves this way, I move this way. Black can only move this way, but I'm in 3 positions. So as long as I don't lose one of them, I won't be the fish immediately. My biggest hope here is that blue will set and break black. Red and black both should be lining up a kill on blue. I think black could have taken it if his troops were lined up better. I might still be able to get the blue kill after they trade, but it's a lot less valuable because they're going to put the 12 in. Red's going to end up being in a single position. Yeah, we're having to navigate a bit of an unlucky open here. Curious to see what happens after blue bot trades. So all green is going to do is they're going to add to either the 3 or the 2 and retake this bonus. But then what happens? Yeah, they're staying as a taker. Good. Called that one. Being able to predict the bots is a much higher skill level. I'm not trying to teach you guys how to do that per se today, but you will find yourself in a lot of games with bots. It's a very valuable skill set to learn in Risk, how to play around the bots. Okay, 4 for blue plus a set. That's 10 there and break. But break on bot crime. Yeah, no break on black. Black being in a single position is good if I can line up a kill. Lose that exterior. I wasn't expecting it to survive. Same with red. Break? No. Okay. Okay. And white. I don't think white can kill me. So we do live, thankfully. It shows that he has speed, but he doesn't spoil the surprise yet. Like he's making the red kill easier. Is he going for the red kill? He's feeding the red kill. Ooh, making me think about that red kill, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're going to evacuate the corner. So we have a 20 and a 16. So it looks like white's going to go around. Red is going to be the fish. If red doesn't set here, I can eat them. Black taking the 20, though, is bad for me, I think. I'm worried I lose one of my 2 main positions. But we're lined up well. We can take a kill next turn. We can probably take red. We can probably take blue. I do think blue's better. Even though red has significantly less troops. Let's see how it all shakes out. My 20 is open this way. Into the blue line. Stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking. And if I can make that kill, then I can sequence. Yeah, that makes it slightly easier. Okay, red goes for the bonus. I hope they don't stack to block. That would suck. This is a terrible idea. Don't go for bonuses this late. It won't matter. It won't hold. I think my kill line looks something like blue, or blue into red. Green sets. Does green pop? a big stack of red. That might accidentally feed white the red kill. Oh no, this bot might feed the game right here. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, remember when I said it was a terrible idea? That's what I meant. Okay, a stick stack makes it harder. Fuck me. Okay, we still have it if white doesn't take it. I think white maybe tries for it though. Let's see. Let's see if white tries for the red kill. Blue bot takes a 30. Oh my god, does blue bot finish red? Is this just incredible bad luck? Red's going to be posting on Reddit. I got targeted by the bots. Poor me, woe is me. He is going to die. Oh no. Okay, hits the 5, sure. Sure. Hits the 2. Okay. Absolute total feed. White takes that 7 in a free 4 card kill. This game was decided by bots. No. Maybe he fails it, gets really bad dice. He's going to go right through and take that kill. And I would if I were you. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Oh, poor red. Poor everyone. So both those bots setting, I don't have a set on 3. So this game is decided by bots in turn order. And I'm going to die. And there's nothing I can do to stop it. Well, it's going to kill me. Sure, why wouldn't you, right? Guy on 3 cards. It wouldn't set him. Well, it would set him. No, he's great. White's in the driver's seat now. White should kill me. If you can get to that 20. He's lining up for it. He's lining up for it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't do it. He's going to do it. No, stop. Why? Why me? I die. Yeah, bad luck. You take, so what you want to do is white here, you do want to take the 19v16 roll first because it's slightly less good odds. So everything about that game went terribly, and we got unlucky, and we got third of the 3 human players we got third of the human players. But yeah, that was just a smelly turd of a nothing game, unfortunately. All of the luck elements kind of stacked against us. We didn't have sense when we needed. We were in the end of the turn order. I gotta say, I'm catching some seriously unlucky games. I'm trying to have a nice, teachable experience for you all. And let's just watch this guy close out the game that he had fed on a silver platter. Open the 40. The 40's open, though, is the thing. Does he not realize it? I think as white, you want to hit that 40. You want black to have as few troops as possible. But it's pretty much a foregone conclusion because white's on 5 again, right? So white's going to win next turn with like... You'll see, with like a nice sort of kill sweep. Crazy what that bot did to red. It sucks for red, but also you see how it sucks for me because I'm the next domino to fall. Having 2 bots in the game to start, also bad luck. You know, you try to fire a game with 6 players, you would expect that the design of the lobby would actually give you that, but there's no actual way to do that in Risk, notably, because there's no penalty for leaving, and the design of the lobby remains a massive turd. All right, just waiting for white to clean up. At least you guys get to see the catharsis of the ending. Yep, Black says good game because he knows he's dead. Yeah, good game. White doesn't have to do anything now, right? He just has the game on lock, so We'll go through another 2 turns of the bots, and then he cleans it up. Yeah, I guess the failure rate of this game is high. It's a lucky game. Notably, the white 9 is on open here. We're expecting to see a player of white's ability to be quite highly ranked. Either that or it's a smurf. Would not be shocked if it was a smurf as well. What do we get? Oh, I love this map. It's like my favorite map. Intermediate. Yeah. So Smurf account, there you have it, folks. Thank you for watching. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.